liter gallons, because it had been a mixture of ethanol and hypertension. Suspect 34 was arrested and the exhibit seized. We are here to test the exhibit, and only the results confirm our suspicion. We will be charged for offering for sale a substance which is not of its prescribed nature. So far, until the exhibit is tested, we will be granted bail, and when the result comes, we will be charged with appropriate offenses. We are getting towards Christmas festivities. We go with merry-making and drinks. So when you are going to buy anything, check whether the drink is FDA approved, because there are a lot of drinks out there that have serious effects on our health.
Entino ACP Stephen Bwetu, I Buno is Deputy Regional Police Commander Ninzina Yeti.
Na Wamampeni John Dramani Mahama ene wakwadi dwumaso bi kura na ɛhɔ no ɛna nkomodie bi ɛkɔɔso ni nyina ne sɛ wamampani dia so akɔakɔbɔ fam ya wɔn ba besi 200 megawatt peak solar de ama industries ahodo anase industries park project ye betumi aboa ama West Africa ba ne solar system ne installations ne nneɛma bi a ebetumi akɔnka ne papaapa na ɛhɔ no no wamampani John Dramani Mahama wakasa en wode ato dwa kyerɛ mu sɛ aban ayɛ nhyehyɛeɛ bi a ɛno no ɛyɛ initiative a wɔn de aba yɛ akyerɛ sɛ wɔn mo bɛhwɛ sɛ nsuwansuwa bi wɔn sɛ wokɔ nkuro ahodoɔ mu a wɔn sɛ yɛsɛ pipe bi apae wɔ ha ayɛ sɛ ni adeade enti wei no ɔyɛ roll out na nka private sector no wɔn mo nwurawura mmeammea bi saa na wɔn mo water systems no wɔn mo akɔ akɔhyɛ edi ho dwuma kama na ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama edi bi to aso asɛ
and I gave an example before. Enclave Power buys bulk electricity from the power utilities and distributes it within the free zones enclave and has a 99% collection rate of bills. And the lights are always on in the industrial enclave. And so the industries there have a high ratio of power and they don't see blackouts the way other places do. And so there's something to be said for private sector participation in utilities, not only for electricity, but even for water. We're going to experiment a pilot where we have small town water systems that are broken down, that are publicly administered. And we're going to involve private sector companies to repair those small town water systems, distribute the water, and be responsible for the bill collection. After all, the PURC is the one that sets the tariffs. And so these companies are not going to be able to set tariffs that are above what our people can afford to pay. And so we're going to have a pilot both in the water sector, and we're also going to continue the efforts to inject private sector in the bill collection and the last point of service of power distribution to customers, so that we can bring efficiency in collecting revenues in order that we can pay the power generators who are providing the electricity, including the private independent power producers. And so this is something that my government is intent of going forward with.
Na wamampeni utimusa nensem wenu awoka no efa utilities bills ho ne ade kwan befa so a ye betumi age ade aboa wo man no ene ade na wamampeni to aso ekere se wodi bibi efa ne se green digital city project enso eba na we no ye sha se de free nkran wo se uduru nkran awurade enkran na abo api so sei di congestion one person mo ye na won mo di ho dwuma sa.
Heard me recently talk about a new green digital city, which we plan as a 20-year project to help decongest Accra. Accra will remain the capital, but we will move some of the government agencies and other critical offices out of Accra, into the new city, so that with the kind of gridlock that is beginning to happen in Accra would ease. This will be a new city that would attract investment, it will attract tourism, it will be a smart city, it will have a modern drainage system, it will have good sanitation, there will be no kiosks and containers in that city, and people will not be hawking by the roadside in that city. If you want to sell anything, you sell in the market that is provided in the city. Now, all this that is happening here is not in isolation because the city stretches from here, Dawa Industrial Park, including the Saglemi Housing Estate, through Bondasi Military Range, into Volta and Eastern regions. And so this will be the industrial enclave, and then there will be the residential enclave, there will be the enclave for offices, there will be the commercial district, there will be the financial district, and so it will be a very well laid out city. So everything that is happening here is being integrated into the green digital city that we have envisioned for our dear nation, Ghana. The feasibility study and the design for this city will begin by the end of this year.
Any equity ye Ghana Mampenyi John Dramani Mahama.
Ma yankon sanfufuruma na insentrofo ejuma ekunu eku baten asentimentem nkrabata mejere GJ Ashanti region in the day no was a kratabi abotu gwa ni nyinara no yenu anumu ebiebi wono ho aka ni nyinara ya insentrofo yenu dwumaje ayeji wonye oye asoye a wohwe oboadze na nyama a wetwa ndu hye wohwe na obobbo ho ban mejere Environmental Protection Agency ni nyinara wonye insentrofo tukwan de galamse ne nkun yara oyada owode yebo mmodena na yepa no pomasibir Environmental Protection Agency wonye insentrofo bukarma inne de galamse ne kunya nkwanhye kese onya asem kakrabakwa no na oya insentrofo dwuma ekuya asentimentem krabata pani po da no owura kofi edu dumfem ode krata ba padu no lichem de yenyina mo yenuanu wonnem yehu wonnem mu bebi a woje yehu wonnem mu wona busuan ye wa original wa hu bibiare yenyu hona nisa sunti no yare bo mo general na yakwa ho no to na yenyi opanyin na bazechi Nicholas ose owusu yenyina jinkobo na ya hwe enuanu ma bienya wono wo kan ti honi ti biem ti dan sisia eja wusu akwaba
someone is outside
eja wusu akwaba Again, what you mean, can? Okay, Ntierbo Martina, Regional Vice President Dima GJ Nicholas Ose Usu, Yanyi Litin Komona Yahre, Centrafu Ebiena, one waka kawon kwenche mwe, nuhun some etiden. Again, Kwaba.
Mejusu na asa wai oneno wa tri.
Mbacho si sare zo ya.
Hello.
O yes si sara.
Oneno wa tri papa mbacho se mbetumi ya hu bibia ma me.
Enti na mi bisa se ye nuanum a won ho kan ye sabro mutibia mutesan.
Na da o bisa bibia fa accident for ho.
Me pacho ani.
Okay. Beda mase akoja amade amae na the only say nyame adum enipa entafo nimu a omo ekraye no ba fo de adoptafo eche se ne hoye nti o mama na be fe enwa Ibrahim Abubakar o TV3 ene kodi wa na onso moyina obefie ena ba ko eda so konfa no te ara sabi on the radio no ni na yem se na kase no emu akakakra enti omede ne kokon fanoche elura na awalo da so wona awie ko he na se doctor for say omonko en scan na scan in the details of the extent of the injury and then the doctor for no specialist ne hu anamo also mutu e fa no omako scan na wie sisi ya dem jiri so mo hu ko anamo also mde no e be fa so na orun so ya he de la be e de be si Kanipa wa nipa enaye kae ewo sorry hospital no se da make ba ko de obefie aka nipa mensa na ba ko yo ba Doris Lonta o channel 1 TV news CCTV ono eka ho ene mema mienu multimedia for mienu eka ho na ye ko bi on de nyamere ni ko no mo ho eye you said it's cool home in Accra, Gigi Legacy, any NGT. You say, Yamia Duma, Bonibia and Sia. You say, I'm actually be a Quasiadano, and Lucasiadano. maybe na me I na doctors am mo kwan so be fi see na dey say doctors observation mo na wa he de Onyankopon so akwa so we go so mo ye empower
yɛrehwɛ enyim do nkɔdu
na ne omunu
enti yɛrehwɛ enyim do nkɔdu kosida na weyi honi za wose onkotwa scan nso no de manyusum no wo hoda kosida obaka won a doctor be yi won aba no a
mental question is say me kan no I say o kasa no wo chirichi
again kwasi azo ya okay ebusha wo man fancy na ebrepam yanyi yenua Nicholas osewusu obedze won komo ni nyina ye ne dada nsentwofo enum bia in the Environmental Protection Agency won to ikwana kope oye galamse ne ho anopoma sibiro na kuni nyina wokenye nkwanhia pepre obem no ne mu nkyerem na owurei odze amaheni
na yɛde ani kyerɛ mu ɛwɔ akyem tɔprɛman ɛyɛ farming and gold mining community ɛwɔ Dentemo district ɛno ɛwɔ Epoye Mantemu na adesuafoɔ no ɛne headmaster ne mpanyinfoɔ a wɔn da ɛyɛ sukuu no ano ɛne wɔn kasa yi ɛne student ne kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ awerɛhosɛm paa ɛde ma wɔn papa sɛ classroom a wɔn te a wɔn sua deɛ sɛbio wɔn ne mpɔnkye wɔn ne nyan wɔn ne nkotrɛ baako yɛ ɔno nanam dan ho efie wura wɔn ne saa mmoa ne nyinaa na sua adeɛ ɛwɔ classroom ɛtɔ de bi a na wiifoɔ yi nso wɔn aba classroom aba bunchi ɛde egu wɔn ate sɛ wɔn agya hɔ kɔ ade bɛte nkora ne ba school a ade sɛ wɔn atete wiifoɔ toilet na minka baako no wiifoɔ yi ɔne Friday ansa na wɔn atumi atena se esua adeɛ wiifoɔ bi mfanti mbɛka sɛ ebi wɔwɔ na ɛno na nkyɛn no wɔn si ɛyi health center koraa nhyɛ dani tɔprɛman hɔ deɛ ɔwɔ no nso wɔn hia anɛɛsefoɔ ne adɔktafoɔ professionals a wɔn bɛtumi aba bɛhwɛ na wɔn ahwɛ nkurɔfoɔ ama wɔn apɔmuden ho sɛm nso akɔ nkan nso so ebi nhyɛ dani wɔ saa yɛsi ɛyi reference health workers wɔn yɛ tere pɛ ɛna wɔn hɔ no kyɛ sɛ wɔn nsɛm no deɛ dɔɔso paa nti no wɔn srɛ sɛ yɛmfanfo Oyerepa kaseɛ so na nka mpanyinfoɔ nhwɛ na wɔn ni hu dwuma ntɛntɛntɛntɛm ɛma wɔn midwife yɛ a wɔda ɛyɛ health center no ano Miss Agnes Dakar.
Challenge baako ni say nurses quarters no. Ye say omuboa ne complete because client ne ba because a higher choke ni client ne ba obi o ha obeda kakra. Ye nya baby mfa client ne nto. Na afi so I say ye share lie in hono with a patient no. And a very big challenge. I thought there be a crowd neighbor. I was so detain you be, but room no sir. Am I and to mean detaining? I was say you refer and cardia bet to me I have house supported nothing there was say you refer clients Nico. It's a very big challenge. And come back be a clinic no more my crack at one. Wards no be male and female money memory I to me detain me more. Baby for quite hard. And I feel so ya dear can see back when they say. Your toilet no I say fitting maybe brainy you can like a yamwa just I will be banner say sebi or nya running stomach this a money panic coffee or cobansa was have a treatment no a higher yen urina and koyi toilet so a client bar ye nya baby a mom say nipa ni yemu hana onya baby enyewe ti stress mumwaye
enti wei Madam Agnes Dakar why penia midwife ya ono so ewo tɔprɛman health center ena te se wakasa na afa school fo no so de ni assistant headmistress edema akyem tɔprɛman Presbyterian Basic School Madam Paulina Boediwa entry eno oka no wase abroni asɛm aka de no korɛ paa monhwɛ ebusuafo momra Facebook no so na mbɛhwɛ Oyerepa radio emponchi na gu hɔ yi aka abrɛkyire honhom nyina gu classroom ho akyɛ sɛ wo mo ne nkwada no ena esua de
Enta wodan pa atutu
Ah, it was yeah, try the ground, pointing now. And yes, yeah, this one, when they say, yeah, more. Yeah, and the voice is they are no go. I'm on your money. Let him class and and class 5 and 6. We be as we are don't go. As my watching to primary electoral area was a penny contra for our Dake Fosu Foundation, Honorable Kojo Fosu, and one also Akasa, Atre or Haunia Mania, Abenedia, a year Sukuno, and the health center no womo efemu.
How dear mini be brave. Yeah, Femu, dear say, you bet me a one hand be on my eating very many DC Yabaha. I will hear how be brave. Honorable Fosu Foundation, ya want debate me, Gusu Aye, ya want the Babres on the assembly, Sans and the Granity, and the assembly, assembly, so at your bois. I want to say more, a damn you go on Bessa blocks and Casai, see the Casai demo and Tabo, the assembly, now assembly, so it's not the bois. Sans and Yasser minded yet. Many this is your fine, the Mecabiano, this is within us, away to me, our boy.
Enti we honorable Kojo Fosu. We Kojo Fosu. Wow. We nyada di lumba. We dia we assembly my Kojo Fosu. Ewa Chim Topremai electoral area.
Yanko Bechim Central Market wo ahafo oye mantemnu nono na ewremu oye market ya owo oye Tano South group hono egodifumba ho no woro sebede aban embrase begomnyi na aban krache pe no wo mai hono moe osande ho na egodi bia wo no watetu apansem ye panti no hiansesi ye papa na tumansese hinma ya wo gom ho madam adwoa amponsa ina ogira wona name okasai
and so this watch my own mother hand. The Bia Bachi, ya, you who pay a paswa, or who read them have a near. How a count be a Muslim say, a dream light in the dream. It is a man upon 4. It is a Kamutum Yana Mobrayan, a light bear by Kumbian, and way a potter be a few and Kabawaya. A year away, you're watching a game. I will ride the Yanya lights. It is good one. You read your cranny assassin. It's your time. Yanya baby cranny. So the Atosia Jana, Yanya baby, so never been for toilet. Sadus or Kaya just here to make a carbon train. I could do so. But me and Yaman cried over to plan walk. The sick are prayer befa. Yeah, Jana, a Jana, how one year. Nina chose your top run out to who produce a year. It's yes, my say yes, Rano, and look around the decline. And look around the decline, yes, Rano, a Jana, baby, a bedroom, so you nip it. To one moment, yes, Rano, yes, Rabbi, yes, Rano, 1 million. Why?
So, if you
I'm confused. Yanko anymore na. 24 Maya woman ewa kaswa. Utu Senior East Municipality. Every 3 months more. Ena woman fre woman mra shebejeni. Honorable Phyllis na koyo. Okuno se. Mami emepa womocho ommepa kanem rashebegeni ha wakum sina chopa na di enti na worumo kasa womo chese mrashebegeni we chichantro ma fedie ye mami ha wakum sin kanem rashebegeni ewe wutu Senior East ena afi wode ni nkontompo ene ne nabra basem ede kone so na enu achi no ye kiremu a wo sofo ya wo hwe efisa wono abo mu ntaka mu barake ena wakasa edi atudwase na koyo okuno ya sisi a wayemra shebedwani ewo ewutu Senior East wono wo kiremu a convoy bia ya atake ye o chese eze oni onimu hwe kura no o me kura ni adeade na no ena ayi edwomfo ma ne kase se ne maame ni sika ne nsem ne se ne honorable eye muntaka se chechire mu no na kame akoye se honorable Felix na akoyo ya wono ye mrahye bedwani sisie en waka nsem ede ato maame mevisa wapum sensunti o mo se maame a mepachowa enya de a wo mo behu ne se wo ye wo mo mrahye bedwani da
obepa Ghana fo nyina acho na obepa ka so fo nso nyina de echo na yono so ye gini tum se oye mpi wo ka so ha se wa mepacho de a edu abato a enya de obi betimi ato abaye de ama no san se wo ye mpi na otwanto etu unyonko so a ebe de na ye hu se wo bebu ka so ha ye na be no kura na bebi na akoyo hu se ade oye ye no wa nye bi ye bia and I was so bad na phone la cho e se ye ma me no ono yo ba tan e na odonipa enti onye sa de no the actually die e na me ka say the actually die was say ko be pa cho but so far na e say your 40 the party o me pa cho nti onu anka say hwe ni mu no hu say de wa yi wa ya ka so afo bone since on original Kaswa name or parliament is so who so I can so for bone nti o say me na me pa ka so for cho de ka so ready say e be gina too na obe ye chopa na eden abrey e ready onu ankasa
on paye ma me chow ye ma me de ni papa wo ye ni papa asem si ye no ye na ye so ese se ye ma me ntimi nbi se awudie no nti se ne ma me ko yo no ana no muto no akasa ente sade a on paye ma me chow asumbe ne na ye hwehwe
Abujafo we edwadifo man ya wo mo ewo kasoa en wo mo ani abre ya wo mo kasa ne se wo mo ma hyebedwani dada ne wo mo so onye mra hyebedwani sisi ade na so wo mo pena sempa entu ya wari so obeke kan sem atia no a wo mo so ne e de be fesu
na Public Accounts Committee in the day na watershed for Florida Technical University there sika bia no bosom oye opepe aha wotwe nkane sika 80 billion ne in the Ghana Sikaya Bakan 817,000 Ghana cedis there. In Pabia, what you chum on a cow, you may have full was your podium when did you maybe others what the miscarriage on a cow. Not on a Public Accounts Committee, one the front and Kunku 90 days. There were more Madera. No one sent the musical of Ambron, said damn. Conforidi Technical University Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Richard Ohene said to Nietzsche Myers Papa.
Madam John Kwajoteria left for study leave in the UK. He didn't retire, he went for study leave. And normally, once you're on study leave, you are given an initial 3 years or 4 years, depending on, the length of your study, beyond which you are given an extension. Once you're on study leave, you are supposed to present progress reports. We noticed after the expiration of the initial 4 years that he wasn't responsive with our request, and the university took steps then to terminate his appointment. So that is what happened. Sitting with the university now.
How you don't have any, can't contact these people, and then you don't have any payment plan. But it looks to me like this was planned chaos, because these people failed to sign bond.
And in the day, a public account committee, a Kuam Rashabugan Fuapo, one abanna atena ya horo asika wode mo hwan dwuma wodidi na wafo won saze ne kwana obafa do waje fi woni nsem
Abushuafo nyumre no sia kasebo na aguso awutie wo Oyerepa 100.7 okwa Facebook ne so ya Oyerepa radio no akwa akotie bia kohwe bi kama no asha like bia aka ho na MPP amanyokuo no eye presidential election committee no ne wo mo akasa wo mo de atodwa kire mu se MPP baby ya suspended war and answer MPP baby ya one kasa ufiri party ni mu a wosa pesa wo ba no ene ya wo mo kwakoto obei se wanya ne ntentem na enhyehyeye da honom no wanhwe ama medi so antoato niema bi so ne ade ankeka niema bi a momu ntem na sa abato obere ne so a enya ade a wo ye be ma okwan sa aba no betumi akwakoto bie ena wontumi nso kura ankogina se wo kopiri bibi ni ade enti animu ya wa ye ma suspension wo so a wo no wo free party ni mu a wo sa pesa wo be mu no bra procedures bi wo hono e wasa wo be fam ansa na wa ankasa waje wo atum biem se wo ye MPP ni anase party no waje watum biem se wo da so ye MPP ni na dru se wo mo kwa akoto aba na wo nso enya kwanya akwa akogina mu atubi na committee chairman eye kane be kwa emrahye bedwani honorable Joseph Osewusu aka Joe White wono en wode nsem yi atudwa.
You lose your membership when you contest against the party's candidate or you campaign for a candidate other than the party's candidate. It's automatic. So the party's amnesty was specific. Anybody who has disparate proceedings or punishment hanging on his or her head has been granted general amnesty, except those who have forfeited their membership. Specifically said, if you forfeited your membership, then apply through the process. Generally, my view has been that you forfeit your membership today, you can rejoin. You're a beginner, but until 2 years have elapsed, you do not qualify to compete for any position.
Kotie ye emrahye bedwani dada ewo bekwai abato mpesua so yewura Joseph Osewusu Joe Wise
opanyini kwanhyefo a odo man Ghana so yi ayerehwe na yeda bo bamba no mu yedzin wo man Ghana yeni dwumagi wo abafo ntentamfiri no domekire acting director general of the cyber security authority Ora Divine Selassie in all kadeb oman Ghana mbatene bo Oyerebo na no monto ayi today yediri nya bambo anum yedzin wa ba funtintemfiri no don yema modena yemfa ibi nya nchechire infansu nkan ubiye papa na ekwa yereko den de no yan ne dwumadi ayeriji wo honi na obabo no wetum wejimu ye papa osese obandama oman Ghana dwumamufundudu yinara woni nyimdi wodam kwa no do no obokosuru ye pa
efficient leadership within our education sector, and the institutions have strong leadership to establish cybersecurity curriculums. And our job as cybersecurity authority is to ensure that the content actually meets the standards for what we expect to have and the kind of capacity we want to develop within the ecosystem. So yes, we believe that we have what it takes within the country to develop that capacity, and from the colleges of education through technical universities and the mainstream universities, I think there's room for all of them to establish viable cybersecurity courses. Mind you, cybersecurity courses are not only degrees, we have professional certification routes.
In the Ora Divine Selassie, Payin Quanchrafa or Cyber Security Authority, Nenze, and Yeti.
Na Chief Executive Officer Edema African Agribusiness Consortium Dr. Adelaide Araba Siao Japan and wadia to jachem say ye bambo ma papa agriculture policies nimu anasa agriculture policies nimu said the be betumi aboa ama aban wote suwe eba no agri kensem a obetumi etu anamo papa ye betumi aboa papa na wo kire se anamo papa ye betu ewo agri sector ni mu no enye dakro baako enye dakro enamienu bi na mom ehia bre ye betumi ede ayesa afrenso so no enye single political term bi ene ye betumi de ayese 4 years pe na wetumi de etu anamo bi esiesi agri sector no wase de bi entumi nya sada 4 years na na se one term no anye bi aban no betumi de aye bibi kakra na wonya bre kakra kan wa wasade de aka eto so Dr. Adelaide or the sansem way etudwa wa bra 8th annual Ghana Association of Agricultural Economists Conference ekoso ewa Kwame Nkrumah University of Science Technology ewa Santemantemu.
Financing is short term and political cycles interrupt continuity. In essence, we have built a strong foundation of knowledge, but a weak superstructure of practice. Until we address this imbalance, the research practice gap will remain a symptom of deeper systemic failures. If Africa is to move from research to reality, then our approach must change. First, financing must align with our ambitions. Agricultural research and implementation cannot depend on irregular donor support or short-term project funding. We need long-term blended financing mechanisms that support innovation from experimentation through to adoption. Second, we must strengthen institutional coordination that aligns objectives, timelines, and reporting systems.
Any equity Chief Executive Officer, Wada African Agribusiness Consortium, ano Dr. Adelaide Araba Siao Japan.
Special prosecutor, lawyer Kisi Ejaben, na olichemede onyim ekwana enkan oman fotosanfo kanu forata eda oji free o mem so onkan mo re kire no minyim makosipita ole pa kire ne dey na la kire ni nsemu.
So when we took that 1 year to patiently study and investigate this case, by January 2025, we were upgoing. That's when we started calling people in. And that's when we then noticed that the main perpetrator from our standpoint, the main perpetrator had no intention of returning back to the country. Of course, he had left the country earlier in the year during the transition.
Enti owura kisi Jaben nje eneyeti
Na Manson Cry and Twokrom police stations no women sini mu no ade a wo se wo mo be pegem on be upgrade pa na district commander DCOP Nyaba ena wode sansem wei ede atudwa DCOP Joseph Hammond Nyaba ena wode nsem wei atudwa we no Ashanti South Regional Police Commander enonom na wochese Manson Kran ene Antwokrom police stations no kamie kwese wo mo hia upgrade kakra so mo ye bibi ede fon se de be ya wo mo posi adwuma na se bambo ho nsem ebetumi akoso kama enu nti no ena wo mo chese wono mo ebe upgrade na bra DCOP Joseph Hammond Nyaba Ekasano Ninsembi Enie.
Support of our traditional authorities, opinion leaders, and all stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make this vision a reality. Policing is a shared responsibility, and your continued collaboration will be crucial as we work to build safer communities. To the officers who will serve under this new division, I urge you to uphold the highest standards of professionalism, discipline, and integrity. Let this new beginning be marked by renewed commitment to serve, not just in enforcing the law, but in earning the trust and confidence of the people we serve.
Any opportunity Ashanti Regional Ashanti South Regional Police Commander DCOP Joseph Nyaba and attending Kano. Na main secret penny Mansia was Honorable Prince Menu Morris and so Ekasaya saying what it was so.
Thank you for listening to our cries, for granting official approval, and for making security in Mansia national priority. To the gallant officers who will be stationed here, we welcome you, not as strangers, but as partners. This is your home, and we pledge to support you. Nananon, our traditional leaders, you are the true custodian of our land, culture, and people. Your advocacy, wisdom, and prayers have been the bedrock of this achievement. We owe you our deepest gratitude. The Mineral Development Fund, as the funding agency, your contribution to this project has been invaluable.
Yira Mensika Chipeni wa Mansia West, Honorable Prince Menu Morris.
Na yɛnwura mu wɔ asɔeɛ a inde wɔhwɛ ɔman Ghana ne bambɔ ho nsɛm do mmerɛkyerɛ Ministry of Defense na ɔsoafo abɛdze akyiri yɛ onyimyɛmfo Ernest Broja Jemfi ɔno na ɔrekasa ɔne kyerɛ mu dɛ inde ɛlupre na aban hwɛ dɛ ɔbɛba akɔtɔ na ɔbɛyɛ dza ɔmampanyin dze botu kwan no wɔde nyɛma bebree na wɔdze rekɔ adwendwene mu ansa na wɔsi dɛm gyinae no dudu na wɔn adwene dɛ nka wɔbɛhwɛ mu wɔbɛtum mu afa apase nya bebree na ɔte wɔn hwɛ ne dɛm na mmom no ɛlupre na wɔkɔtɔ ama ɔman Ghana ɔmampanyin botum dze tu kwan no wɔhwɛ ɛlupre na nne ɛhaw bebree na nkaba ho ebere biara ɔbɛba dɛ yɛnka gyentum na yɛnso afiri mu ntumi na yɛfa ɔmampanyin tu kwan no wɔbɛtum wakɔ ɛkɔdɔ asomdwe no waba asomdwe mu ampa ɔman Ghana yɛwɔ sisi afa kon 100 EX fa kon 900 EX no ɔyɛ adze a nne ɔwɔ France mmanum a wɔre yɛn sesie na ɔno tum fa nyimpa bebree nara nanso na ɛhwɛ haw na adze ɔtaa ba ho na ɔno ama abana sina adwene pi dɛ yɛrekɔ pɛ ɔyɛ ɛlupren foforo atɔ ama mampanyin ima ɔdze atukɔ ɔyɛ presidential jet no ɔde yɛhwɛ ma ɔyɛ papa ma ɔbɛkyɛr ma ɔnka sɛsɛe na mmom yɛhwɛ dɛ nyimpa dodoɔ ahen na ɔbɛfa ansa na yɛ didam dwuma no ɔde dɛm nsɛm nyinaa to gɔ na awɔtwe mu ebire ɔkɔpɛ mu wɔ mmarahyɛ bagom.
Stop midway for refueling and all that. All of these are things that we are looking at. So everything is being considered. We may not be too much excited with capacity because this current Falcon 900 takes, I think, 19 or so, which will be smaller than what he compared with, which was taking 25. But for me, it's about the president and his entourage. So, our president does not really travel with a lot of entourage. So,
Onyeminyamfo Ernest Broja Jemfi Ninji Enayeti Deputy Defense Minister.
Eni na Broja ye kasi abono ye de toaso. We no special report. Na wa moni tuase ekwe free wono na de beba wono sage no sage story o de beba no chese well yenkwe somebody de abetum anim o na America o be ka se obrani de o pe stories nyamnam de baaye de o de baaye no mabo ni di ache ekwe free eno no na no ko bonte no ko bisa mema ne mma se ade a friend say pon can it tepa ne friend blue ai mo amususa no amunim no me ka kire me menyi o we kua kra kofa onim unim say friend ye kan blue unim first pa ye pese nkura ne behu se saa asem no ne ye kan yes blue ana blue film saa ne ye kan me ko hwe blue film enti unim say bia film unim say movie na omukọ he no ebi ye blue ba se enye bibi blue sebi empa so agro film say first ye ma me no omka ne film ko he film me ma me say no o ya o si ko he film anasa bonsam cartoons na enano okoye no okobisa nkrofo sa so saa blue film yi mu hwebi na se pon yi mu hwebi na mo hwe nso amode yedan okobra ne hyedem no wayi ne phone no de akoto pon no nko a no wayi na de ya to ne nsem na se bi wo hwe film yi no o twetwe na de yi oba nso a no so hyedem na se wo hwe yi blue film yi na o di nsem phone ne nsem hu no e wo dem ho ne ade wa bra be man kasa wo anka be mai wo betumi aye ho adwuma enso da bi da wo yonko nso so pesenka wono nso so oba ho enso da bi okose dem a titiri ni mema ne so mo de omtan akose adwaye na samne hu na manio no o matete samne ya bole wo mo nsa ho no o mo de aso ade mu no o mo hwe blue film yi enso o mo ye niema wo bekasa wo se adware enso na niema nko a no o mo ye serious obi o ukọfa ne phone wa lock gallery wa lock be google wa lock phone be bibia wo phone so bia de be ntia blue film Edwa nanu na yekwa abonti ne yekwa bisa se buru free yi kura wo hwe ye anase enye kama Church of Bejuweni ujiweni kakra nze da nya dia die gutie wo mo
be fontentan video no so ebi kwaso kosua ne ma ebe ma ona sere ebi nso ekosua ne ma o de betimi abobra kɔ nanim ebi nso kɔ na ɔkɔ akɔhwɛ pon ana pono sɛ de edin adodo na ade nim no no na ebi mu kyerɛ sɛ enye sɛ obehwɛ pono ebi nso sɛ eye ene Ghana fo bi bedi nkomo na ebisa won sɛ pono hwɛ eye ana enye
pono boni sase pono debre pono here collect ba udi sensu na mebi na wo da ye wo niema e wo de anya boni obi osi pono hwe bia boni bia na onim de oka
do we bia na aka se pono se be ma hwe pono e boni bia oboa woni ma dia pono tumi ye wo relationship mu pono imagine say we a boy unhu oba da oba no so enye bi da na makodem wa mo be yeden wa hwa mo be yeden at least no ko website bi enya se bia unko auto na ohwe how no oba no na like ase ese wi ase abie styles ni nyina so mrofo ne na deba emrofo ne yipo no ese enya ahwe na e be da nya styles
wo hwe pono uni boy anasa wo nwale wo hwe pono na wa yi ko ndo so no bi meda se wo ye me ma ha ko ropo
ye na ma na ye boni de nti ma na ye boni se oba na be ma nware no eni se hu na degem eti se hu obi adegem a wa bra wo nye ne ho ade a ye boni me Kristo ni de nti na oba ma nware m ko na degem
pono de enya de ya de pa ebia wo panyine no krampo na wo hwe no na akola bi tete baabi batu hu sa akola no wo nchen o obeze no so na edinani ato na yerebe na wo hwe bi ntube nso be ma na so ba no be kono no so ba ko hu ne yonko ba na se be ma bi no de ohu opono no so phone no so na mo ye no opese ni nipa no so ye de be e the same thing
me de me hu ni sanya bone
ye nti na anya bone
edipending nipa na wo hwe no so tiase ye wo so ubusa me aware mo asem so tiase enti sa wanfo kra na ye bra mbetimi ahwe sa de no
pono hwe bone pa especially enkola se wo hwe pono a ema etwe wadwen kɔ bone
enti no we ye emrantie ni bi no mo kasa no na mai ba ko no si pono ko ya bu eku efiri ekura abeka tanze wonya pono hwe no wo hwe de owo he Nigeria movie ana se Ghana movie wo hwe pono ewu mai ni de otumu se pono no wo hwe pa wo hwe de ye niema ba ko so si pono no wo hwe de ye bibi ena be kire styles ahodo a obeye wo dem atumi are wo yire ye amana kama so ena MZ Pentecost sofo ba ko bi piem oni o se pono die enya de pa oba wonye no ho ade ne yehwe na de gem enti nkwohwe pono edo be kwabo nsam gem ai eno no enti wa wo hwe pono bia nyumre yi
de okọ record ba no no okọ asore ban
no kro hwe bia na wo ankasa wo hwe pono na wo hwe oso hwe gwe free ye
sa no kan
Avena ujane ka beti kraw
I'm for sure, man. The record by you, no, okay.
That's remedy. And Friday.
Okay. Medima for Herba Hospital, Dr. Tam Daso, Sebomotnara, na Yerban Fabra, Yerban Biaro, you need the Sinubra, on the bill to Yerban, no what 3 4 Zamoye, Papa, Kumasi, Boakwa, Chumago, Unkran Fuboko, Pokwasi Maira, Bomodina for 0244774282, na corner Medima for a more ye, Papa.
Na Yanko a year fatal Mopate Clinic, one. Na yanko jaya sa e wo hono mo enti bomodia fa oyare no stroke diabetes ne yare wanka ye nyina fa ko hono mo na frefit for e wo 0246 728 675 and 0556 272 671 sanso na Oyerepa virtuous women no eno nso so wo mo sase wo mo asase enti wo kyena nso wo mo gina mu pinti nyame ya adoma wo kyena memenda no ya no pono nsia ekosi anopa no watch 2 hours prayers and one mobile special 2 hours prayers and unti virtuous women for nyina momra na mombeka mom na mpa bo no momfa nhyehyɛ so mo bompa ya mo my Ghana ene chese enipa nyina nunti no obi a virtuous women nyina wɔkyena 6 am pepepe e wo Oyerepa FM ha no mo sei
manu bi za abadan hiane there in the day no owo oye timu bronu bi a oben Ghana na Ivory Coast na Cote d'Ivoire ehye no do ho na onye no kunete na ne kuni so onye no wo maye papa na onche biara no kuni kra na de obekuma ase na wa bepa brebi za abo ne sika bani nsem a odi bia mu na fie mu obai za hwemman na obai li kyerem de wa hwe enyima mbretintin ni papa infre ne phone nso a ne phone number odi kwa no nso no oyaja ofra ne nsanka ntini wa ba fidie mu za abaten de ne kun inde nizin eze oya yamba salam na orohwe ne kira kwan ntini osre na mafiri du de obiara onyim owura yamba salam onche no de ne yere na namba rehwe ne kira kwan owura yamba salam wonso waso bunya no da yere a ejan wo oyetimu wo Ghana na Ivory Coast ehye no to Cote d'Ivoire ehye no do ekra de rebekuma se bedidjuman onti wonkan wo phone ayiwa wato okuma se bomodin refre na meye na je anu ne busuan no do 0257 008 764 0257 008 764 enti no obiara nyim owura yamba salam ana de atenenka na owura yamba salam waso bunya no da webusua rehwehwe wachira kwan ye papa dachi hima season 3 gudo orokodo Oyerepa TV Promise TV koside biara exactly 3 pm ene dwumadi ni hyehyɛ do na ejuda ene wokude biara so at exactly 7 pm we repeat onya asem gakaba kura entini dwumadi ayefo nwuhyem yiye papa oye dwumadi a wa mamofomba obo aja chewo na achede o hihunu mu awamo na kwanja wode na edi anwensam ena achede biara inde anwumoto asew ena bibiara etwen nambo na adi yinara no achede ni na wode na edi wo ho entini se empede obi a support na na do obi esusu de onu no obotum we didumedi ne mu kunyim no we fimida na wode bo modern net abademan wabra dial *920 *55 hash na chede the contestant no ananyi pepede to abademan ni code ezaka ho ananso ebotum akọ oye Google Play Store na a download vote easy app no onu na eba fado na ede ato aban na enyoku a wotai oye dwumedi na chiri aye Faith Homeopathic Clinic a yera huru biara wosesa ahema kokobin kumase 18 mu ho ene wo 0244 583 859 0244 583 859 also epede edwumoku bi dwumedi bi na ezi beta dwumedi cha na ebe sponsor aboso ebotum afre 0242 087 473 now so no brana oya closer hall kumase yara edum ena koside bia wodi dwumante botum aba na waso abahwe bi live wo closer hall kumase edum ehiyara Agnes Menu zaba dan hene de ne baga ninzama wombi tide inter ne nyama huru bi ka ho wayo na ose on the 6th of November yara na offer sprinter bus fee oye fina so nkwanta de bokumase na osi wo santase no na oka de baga ho de for kali oyaza wejen wo kali mu a waka ya hosenie papa intine sprinter bus ayofo ana so de passenger bi afa obi ne baga inde waka karma bombodene na bua oye Agnes Menu wabra erefre 0240768781 0240768781 ana Oyerepa FM Oyerepa TV video ha ebotum edzaba na ewrabe ni nsa kan nyoma eba abasobozo osafata no yadibada no papa
Benjamin yao ankoka ena osrese na die ayiranti wobesre pa se wa wonsa kano fa bedrom no wate Benjamin yao ankoka na Benjamin chiremu a eye ne backpack anase ne bag be yankoma wo hu asemu enti say yankoma fine say bia yanko kanso de I don't know but the mimi hu no ha ye wodi bi sa Benjamin Ankoka
Ankoka de mente yankoma na
ese be ya wankoma
ya spelling is adia
okay enti no I don't know enti no de well Benjamin yaw ankoma anase ankoka menka ni mienu nyina o se ne bag ya ne backpack bag a de boye chibi ni bibia nso wo mo ne Ghana card ne driver's license na edi anase ne di ewo so the driver's license ni din was so and an entire deal so count other items so e ka ho bi na was say of a pragia e wo menshia run about e de kopsi moshizongo na wo see from no sa ni refi ne ho wo ja ne bag no e wo pragia ni munti no was say e da so wo pragia run nchen ne pragia ra yesre wa Benjamin kire se niema no e wo mu no ehia Ghana card ne de very very necessary papa enti we de osrew maninsanka ne bag no senso wuni a wonso akohu bag no wo baby no fabra Oyerepa FM hase anase obefre e wo 0249 290 820 0249 290 820 Fre Benjamin na nensa entumi enka ne bag no afei ya maami bi nso kire se nanu ya November busumi de to so enan ya eno wo fa commercial car yi bi ewo Asankare ebesi ye ewo Araga Junction na wo si fom no sa wono ne brown bag a na ne niam gum no wono no bag mienu ena sika ne mutini refi ne ho asesa afọ obi de kofie ena wono no mom ne de no aka car ne mo na wo si ne bag no eye brown ne niam nso wo mu pa enti wo besre se passenger wonso ono ne bag na ba bedi wonsem no bomodia fabra na wonso beje wode no na niema ewom no ehu hia no papa we de ensa dansa yemu nkotoje gufom a ye maami esre enu nti frɛ number yi ana betumi de aba Oyerepa ha wontumi mfa manso a wo frɛ a obehia wagye number ne 0247 494178 0247 494178 frɛ obejo so yemfensi
kase bonelsi samufo panyin ye Yewura Emmanuel Odro na chief executive producer Yewura Jimmy Cliff na ewem wo server room ho a Papa Slide achi Bismarck Oreku na enwana wokeka ho bebre na studios had amansia de share na yo popra oyekoba na ekuya free na afi Tupac Shakur and wo boy ne chi dom the producer na enuanum ebien a yade kase ebra mo ye ame uncle ebo baini aka body green na
ne broni papa bi
I don't know was
yeah ko empeni betna se wode yako